Look at me. Hello, right, we are going to talk about now detangling hair. So why is that important? Well, it's going to save time for the stylist, and it's also going to make sure that the conditioner is evenly distributed throughout the whole hair. So what's happened as we've shampooed the hair, we've roughed up the cuticle. The cuticle's got like, the hair has like cuticle scales going down, and they're all roughed up and they can act like Velcro and get caught. And so that's what's happened when we've shampooed. Some hair is much more tangly than others. We're doing a demo on a doll's head. These are very tangly as well. So if you're practicing on a doll's head, you're gonna smash it on a real human head. It is a bit awkward doing it on long hair at the basin, but we find as a curly hair specialist, it is a very important part of the process to do it here at the basin. And we do actually have people that come in just for detangling services here. So we've seen all sorts. So who is going to do this? Whoever is at the basin, whoever is going to be shampooing hair. And as I said, we're going to do it at the basin. So what we're going to do, we can see we've got a sort of tangled mat of hair here. It's all starting to stick together. So we're just going to get a little bit of the light conditioner, and we're just going to work it through the ends here. I'm just starting with my hands, just assessing the situation, combing it through with my hands, and that's, I can say, not too bad from my experience. So what I'm going to do, which is the easiest way to do it, is just separate some hair and work with a small section at the time. So we're going to clip this up out of the way. Back in my day, we didn't have tangle teasers as well, can you imagine? So we had to do it with the jumbo comb, which is the big white comb that I haven't got on me. But the tangle teasers do make it a lot easier. So then I'm splitting this in half here. So I've got a big section. You don't want to be working on small sections. You want to start with quite big chunky sections so you're not pulling the hair too much. So first of all, I'm just running my fingers through to assess how bad it is. And then what we're going to do is start at the ends of the hair and work our way up. So this is where most people get it wrong. And then it should just come through quite easy with the tangle teaser. See, we've got some knots there. So then I'm starting at the ends and working my way up. There we go, and that's worked pretty well. Same on the other side. So just assessing, then I'm starting at the ends and working my way up. Just small little movements from the front and from the back of this big section. There we go. Then I'm going to separate the top of the head here, just that one section there. So same with the haircuts, we always subdivide so we can be a bit more precise with what we're working at. And how knotty the hair is depends on how big you're going to do your sections. So some hair you might just be able to split it in two, others you might not even need to knot at all. So I'm just giving it a quick comb through, and that's actually not too bad. So I then start at the ends, work my way up. That's gone through straight away. So I'm now on this side section here, pull through with my fingers. So again, same with everything in hairdressing, we've got a system, we're just sticking to the system and trusting the process that this is going to work. So we're starting at the ends and working our way up, nice and easy. If it's super knotty, what we tend to do is work with our fingers. So if you're like on textured hair, afro hair, something like that, we're going to do a bit more with our fingers and the conditioner, and we're maybe going to start working that conditioner into the ends and just sort of separating it out a little bit, and that's really going to help. With European hair, generally it's going to be okay. So same again here. See, it looks quite bad. Just checked it with my fingers and then just working from the ends to the roots. That comes through quite nicely. Okay, and then the final section, just going to split that in two. Now the top is generally going to be the worst because that's getting the sun and where most people have their colour. So do we need to put any more conditioner in? You can see how matted that looks. I'm going to split that in two. Go down to a slightly smaller section. I think it's probably going to be okay. So we're starting at the ends, working our way up. So it can look really intimidating, but remember you've got the knowledge now to just know what to do. And if there's any questions, you can always just ask your teammates in your salon. That last bit there. So you're just unpicking and then pulling down. You can see there's not really that much pressure on the head there either as well. So then final section. So if this was bad, just as another example, we might start to pull apart like this. You can sort of get some extra conditioner and you might start working that conditioner in to help you like really untangle. But it's not too often that you get that. So we're just starting at the ends, working our way up. So just that little movement to get it going if you need to. So just getting it all through with the tangle teaser now. I remember when I was an apprentice, God, you'd get shouted at if you'd not done this properly. They'd just be like, comb it through. And then sometimes if they were being really mean, the stylists, they'd have to like make sure that they could get their big comb through as well. So you'd have to go through afterwards with this comb. You can see that's a little bit harder now. So I might do this. So you tangle teaser with your first pass and then big comb with the second pass. That's just same technique, usually gets through quite quickly. So what we're doing is, just as a reminder, really distributing that conditioner evenly throughout the hair. The shampoo opens the cuticle and the conditioner is going to close it. So that's why we need to use both. So then what we would do here at DK UK, we're going to rinse, head massage first, and then we're going to rinse all that conditioner off. But that is one for another video. A little bit got retangled. So when the hair's very fine or very dry, you do just have to be very careful with that. So starting at the ends, working our way up. Okay, so that's how we're going to comb the hair through. You can do it at the basin or you can do it at the chair. Thank you.